Our story so far. Having finally returned to Reinhold Manor with Claudia in tow, Layton and Luke are horrified to discover that a murder has taken place there during their absence. Waiting for Luke and Layton at the manor is Police Detective Inspector Chelmy. Upon receiving a report on the murder, he has raced to St. Mystere to conduct an investigation. He has his suspicions about Luke and Layton. Shortly after the murder, a servant to the Reinhold family named Raymond goes missing. At Lady Dahlia's request, Luke and the professor set out to gather information on his whereabouts. So welcome back to more Professor Layton and the Curious Village. Thanks for being here. I hope you're having fun with the series. Let's see about any new journal entries. So we got 2. Claudia was found. It was a long struggle that caused Luke some scratches to his face and perhaps his pride, but we finally managed to catch Claudia. I think now it would be appropriate to make our way back to the mansion and inform Lady Dahlia of our success. The murder. Upon our return to Reinhold Manor, we were greeted with the awful news of Simon's murder. Seeing Lady Dahlia's distress, I've agreed to search the village for her missing servant. The inspector investigating the murder seems to suspect I had something to do with it. Alright, so I think we're good here. Let's look at the mysteries. Tiny cogs. A small cog with an intricately carved insignia was recovered from the scene of Simon's murder. Perhaps the murderer dropped it when fleeing the scene. And Lady Dahlia? Baron Reinhold's late wife, Violet, is pictured cradling a baby in a photograph on Lady Dahlia's desk. While the two women seem to be complete strangers to each other, their resemblance to each other is too uncanny to be chance. What's really going on here? And I think we're good for now. Let me close out of here and we can begin. Now, I just noticed this, but if you take a look on the left side of, or the right side of the screen, right underneath the paintings and right in front of the bookshelf, it looks like there's some stairs leading down. So I'm wondering if that's going to be like a secret passage later on or something. Alright, let me get out of here. Let me see Claudia. Rawr. These are Simon's glasses. But how on earth did they end up here? This could be a key clue in the investigation. I think it is best we brought this to Inspector Chelmy. What's the matter, Mr. Layton? Inspector, take a look at these. These glasses belong to Simon. We found them out in the garden. What the? I imagine they simply fell off the body when it was being carried out of the village. Besides, if you have enough time to manage the village lost and found, shouldn't you be searching for the Reinhold inheritance or whatever it is you're supposed to be doing? Of course, if you continue to interrupt my investigation, I have some ideas about what you can do. My sincerest apologies, Inspector. I don't like that Chelmy one bit. He reeks of smoke, and he's so full of himself. And the way he treats you, Professor, is just too much. Luke, my boy, pay it no mind. Right now we have other priorities. Let's go and ask around town to find Raymond. Okay, so we're done here. Let me go into town. Let me talk to Agnes here. Look at you fretting away there. Whatever's the matter. Sorry to trouble you, but did you see Raymond around here today? He was here until just a little while ago. No, I can't say I've seen him today, which is strange considering how often he sneaks off the job. But enough of that. I hear you're quite the ace with puzzles. Would you mind helping me out with a puzzle I've been mulling over? Alright now. We're sort of in the middle of something right now, but if you insist. Let's see, first puzzle of the video. Let's see if I can keep my streak going. Have you heard of a one-line puzzle? The idea is to place your pen on the paper and draw a shape without lifting your pen from the pad or retracting any part of the line. You can, however, cross lines, retracing any part of the line, I'm sorry. Now that you're familiar with the concept, look at the 4 pictures below. One of them cannot be drawn with one line. Which one is it? Okay. So, I mean, let me look here. You can't retrace. Huh. You can cross lines, but you can't retrace them. So what if I do like... Actually, let me clear. Like this. The problem is that line in the middle. Let me clear. Let me try this again, kind of like this. Oh, sorry, my thumb kind of slipped there. If you can't retrace, that one's not really working out. Let me try some of the other ones and just kind of see what happens. You go like this, this, this. Man, that one's tricky too. These are all horrible. I'm just playing around for now, trying to get a sense of which one may be the one. So this one looks like I can do no problem. Yeah, so it's definitely not that one. Let me try the house. Yeah, that angle is gonna be kind of bad. And all those X's here. Oh man, this is... So something like this. Like this, like this, like this. No. Alright, let me just start from where I kind of messed up. So like here. Here, here, here. Then I can't go back here because I would have already filled that one in. Ah, tricky, tricky, tricky. What if I just start with this whole line here? I can't because... Well, let me go like this way. Nah, there's no way. This one I am not understanding. Because I don't know how I can retrace... How I can do it without retracing. See, like, to get these little ends here, you kind of have to retrace. Unless you go all the way across, but even then... Oh, you know what you could do? You could do, like... This. No, you can't do that. You could do this. Or like this. Like that. Yep. There you go. So it's not that one either. It's not the top two. So it has to be one of the bottom two. Let me try the car again just because it looks simpler than the other one. Let me go like this. Now let me try again here. That's not gonna work. If I go like this. Like this. Like that. Like this. Like that. There you go. So it's not that one either. It has to be the house. So I'm gonna go with the house. I'm not gonna try to trace it. I'm just gonna go for it because I was able to one line all the other ones.
There we go.
Nice. Okay. Took me a little while, but I got it. That's the important part. Very nice. There's actually a very easy way to tell whether a given picture has been drawn in one stroke. This method will be revealed to you after you solve one more of these riddles. Okay. I'm curious now. I'm very curious. That's some fine work there. I was stuck on this puzzle for I don't know how long. Ah, you there, boy. I just had a terrible vision of you running into trouble tonight. So be careful out there, alright? Well, that was a welcome piece of news. But don't worry about me because I don't scare easily. Another strange gizmo here. Let me continue heading back into town. Talk to Marco. Hey, you two, what are you up to? Let me in on the secrets. Nah, I got it. Don't tell me. I told you I got it. Out searching for somebody, huh? Hitting the streets for info, yeah? But sorry, I haven't seen your man. Are you sure you didn't see or hear anything that might help us? No, I got nothing for you. Quit asking me about it. Sheesh. I see. Well, in any case, thank you for your time. Oh yeah, good luck with your crazy search. 2 crazy kids on a crazy search, right? Right. But definitely do not go poking around the tower on the north side of town. Got it? Yeah, you got it. The tower on the north side of town? How do you even go to that part of town? Do you remember that clock tower in the square? I believe we must pass through it to get to the north side of town. Let's go check it out. Let me talk to Marco again. Hey, I see you're busy investigating as always, yeah? Yeah. Of course you are. Thing is, I've got a hot puzzle here, and there's no way I'm waiting until later to show you. So hold that investigation, Prof. You've got a puzzle to solve. The distance 3 racehorses can run around the racetrack in 1 minute is listed below. So horse A 2 laps, B 3 laps, C 4 laps. So horse C is very fast. The horses line up at the starting line and start running in the same direction. How many minutes will pass before all 3 horses line up at the starting line again? Okay. Very interesting. So I think I'm gonna switch over here. So we're gonna do horse A, horse B, and horse C. So 2 laps per minute, 3 laps per minute, 4 laps per minute. So let me do 1 minute has passed. Well, yeah, let me just call this time. So 1 minute has passed, so horse A will have completed 2 laps. Horse B will have completed 3. And then horse C will have completed 4 laps. Oh, I think it's just 1 minute, right? How many minutes will pass before all 3 horses line up at the starting line again? No. That doesn't make any sense. Trying to wrap my mind around this for a second. So in 1 minute, horse A will be at the starting line. And it will have completed 2 laps. It will be at the starting line after 1 minute. So will horse B after 1 minute, except it will have gone around 3 times. And so will horse C. It'll have gone around 4 times. So yeah, it's just 1 minute. It's one of those trick questions. After 1 minute, they'll all be back at the starting line. They'll just have run more laps than each other.
Here's my answer.
Correct.
Critical thinking is the key to success.
Oh, let me switch back over here. All right. You got it. In 1 minute, horse A will have done 2 laps, B 3, C will have done 4, and all horses will line up at the starting line. Hey, nice one. You're pretty slick with puzzles. Guess that's why you got the top hat, huh? Thought so. All right then, Prof. Since you did such a good job, I suppose I'll let you pass through. Yeah, I tend to overthink these puzzles a lot, I think. So let me go in here. And then there's going to be a puzzle in this jar, I believe. Those candies look absolutely scrumptious, don't they? Luke, those candies just gave me a splendid idea for a puzzle. Have a listen to this. You have 10 jars filled with 50 pieces of candy each. You then pour the candy into small bags and attempt to get half a jar in each bag. Now you have 20 bags of candy. What is the percentage likelihood that there are an average of 25 pieces of candy in a single sack? Alright, let me break this down systematically. Let's go back here. Let me delete all this. So I got 10 jars filled with 50 pieces of candy each. You then pour candy into small bags and attempt to get half a jar in each bag. You now have 20 bags of candy. What is the percentage likelihood that there are an average of 25 pieces of candy in a single sack? What is the percentage likelihood that there are an average of 25 pieces of candy in a single sack? That's kind of confusing because an average in a single, you can't really average a single. You have to average everything. So on average, there will be 25 pieces of candy in a single bag. Because when you average it all out, it's all going to be 25. Because you have... Yeah, so you got 10 jars. Each has 50 pieces of candy in it. So that is 500 pieces of candy. And then you have 20 bags. Then let me change the times here to the little asterisks. And then we're going to do some algebra. Times x equals 500. That's right. And then... So x is going to be the number of candies per bag. That's going to equal 500. So we can rearrange that. So we can do 500 divided by 20 equals x. And so that is going to be 5 times 25. So x equals 25. So there should be about 25 pieces of candy on average per bag. The only thing is the wording is a little bit weird on this. What's the percentage likelihood that there are an average of 25 pieces of candy in a single sack? I would prefer it if it said per bag as opposed to in a single sack, but I think that's just me being nitpicky and being semantic about this. So I'm going to go with 100% chance. Because the average is indeed 25.
I think I've got it.
Nice.
I did it! Yes!
Very good. You had 50 pieces of candy in 10 jars for a total of 500 pieces of candy. You divided 500 pieces into 20 bags. So, of course, the mathematical average of this will be 25 pieces per bag. I just didn't like how they worded the end of that there. They were like, what's the average in a single bag? That doesn't make much sense. There we are. Once you discern what the question is saying, the problem is rather simple, isn't it? Okay, and then we already did a puzzle at the candle, but now there's a new one. Oh look, another candle, Luke. That reminds me, have you heard of this one before? You have only one match left. You want to light the room with an oil lamp, start a fire to warm the room, and heat your bathwater. In order to complete all of the above actions, which of these should you light first? Can you use an oil lamp to light a fireplace? I don't think you can. But can you use a fireplace to light an oil lamp? You might be able to. I feel like I'm a little more comfortable with that as opposed to the other option. I think it's definitely not the bathtub. That just doesn't make any sense at all. I'm just trying to think. Can you? Because you kind of have to stick the match like in the fire lamp itself to light it. So I don't know if you can just like stick it in the fireplace to light it that way. Man, I don't know. In order to complete all of the above actions, which of these should you light first? Oh, the match. The match. Another trick question. There's so many trick questions in this game.
How does this sound?
Nice.
I did it! Yes!
It's gonna get me one time. That's right, the first thing you need to light is the match itself. Without fire source, how can you possibly start to take care of the lamp, bathwater, and fireplace? I'm gonna get caught by one of these trick questions. It's just a matter of time. Wonderful work, Luke. That is indeed the answer. I don't see anyone minding the shop at the moment. Perhaps we should leave for now. And I got a pine bed. I'm gonna put it in Layton's room. Alright, let me get out of here. And let's go to the left. That's the clock tower you were talking about, right, Professor? Yes, quite right. Someone's standing under the entrance. Let me talk to the little kid first. Is it true what they're saying about a murder at Reinhold Manor? A murder in our little village? The very thought gives me goosebumps, and a great idea for a novel. Oh, excuse my insensitivity. I'm just always on the lookout for new ideas. How can I help you? We're looking for Raymond. Have you seen him around? No, I can't say that I've seen him today. But if you search around the town... But if your search around town has turned up nothing, he's probably at the park or in the tower. You know, somewhere the villagers don't normally go. The tower, huh? Oh, you should stay as far away from that tower as possible. There are all sorts of bad rumors about it. It sure seems that way. We keep running into people who say that. Just what are the rumors? Just, you know, bad stuff. There's something really scary about that tower. It's a pretty cool tower. Let me talk to the kid again. Still no luck finding the villain? What an odd world we live in. Well, you know what they say, truth is stranger than fiction. Speaking of fiction, I just thought up of this little gem. Please give me your honest feedback on it. How many sheets? Oh god, this looks horrific. Several rectangular sheets of transparent film are arranged on top of each other as shown. The lines represent areas where one sheet overlaps with another. At the thickest point of this pile, how many sheets are overlapping? God, this looks awful. So I'm kind of like, my eye is drawn over here because that kind of looks the thickest. So let me start tracing. So let's go like one sheet, two, and then we're gonna do 3, 4, and then 5. So my initial guess is 5. That makes sense, because that would kind of pinpoint this spot right here. And there are 5 boxes. that overlap there. What about over here, though? Let's see. 1. There's 2. There's 3. And then there's 4. What about like this, though? 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Yeah, that's still 4. Then maybe over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, nothing there. I think it's 5. I think it's 5 over here. Let's try it.
Luke, here's my answer.
Nice. Okay. Don't overthink it.
Thinking is the key to success.
Don't overthink it. That's right. This puzzle seems straightforward, but it's quite formidable when you get right down to it. Beautiful work. But I think the puzzles I write into my next novel will be even harder than that one. If you have time, stop by later. I'm sure to have utterly fascinating puzzle prepared for you by then. Okay. So now I can try to go into this door here. I'm gonna try again. There seems to be a puzzle embedded in this door. I could have sworn there was nothing there a minute ago. Fascinating. This puzzle appears to be acting as some sort of lock for this door. How delightful. Luke, my boy, why don't you give this puzzle a try? I'm almost certain the door will open if you solve it. Can you get the red ball out of the maze? Slide obstructing blocks out of the way to clear a path for the ball. This problem can be solved in as few as 12 moves. Okay, move the blocks, blah, 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 okay. How do I even move any of these? Like, this one's stuck. Oh, it doesn't have to. You can move it like any direction you want. Okay. Oh, look at this. You can do multiple directional changes within one move. So there's 2. 3. Let me move this out of the way. Then what about like here? All the way down there. And here. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Perfect.
Well, here's my guess.
That was a good one. I'm proud of that one. I'm proud of that one. Well done. With all those blocks in the way, getting your ball to the goal was harder than you expected, wasn't it? Very nice. The door should open up right now. Nice. By the way, if you guys are watching the series, maybe I should have said this in the first video, but, you know, you should pause the video when I get to a puzzle and play along. I think that would be a lot of fun. And then maybe you can even comment on the video and leave a comment at the end of each video to tell me how many puzzles you've gotten right so far. So, yeah, if you look at that screen on the right, it says I've solved 37 puzzles. So maybe you can write in the comments like, hey, Renaissance, I've solved 35 out of the 37 on my first try. So in my case, I know I got at least one puzzle wrong, so I'm at like 36 out of 37. So I think it would be cool if you guys on the honor system kind of put how you're doing at the end of each video. Anyway, that's that. So now let me actually go in the door here. Okay, got a little witch here. She's kind of nice, I guess. Let me talk to her. Why, howdy. Do you often find yourself hopelessly, achingly, painfully stuck on puzzles? Well then, Sonny, you've come to the right place. Welcome to Granny Riddleton's Puzzle Shack. Granny Riddleton? Where can we find this lady? Isn't it obvious? She's right in front of you, boy. It's no wonder you have trouble solving puzzles. Yes, you are gazing at the beautiful and clairvoyant Granny Riddleton, Guide to the Puzzled Puzzlers. Beautiful and clairvoyant? Professor, do you know what she's going on about? Fret not, Luke. Why don't you let me do the talking here? Sorry to disturb you, Miss Riddleton, but by clairvoyant, do you mean to say that you have psychic powers? Can you do things like, say, pick a criminal out of a crowd or visualize the location of lost objects? Pshaw, any fortune teller can do that. So, what if you can see a few days into the future? Big whoop. My specialty, you see, is puzzles. Puzzles people forgot about. Puzzles people miss. Surely you boys had a few of those, eh? No need to turn red. It happens to the best of puzzlers. What I do, you see, is take those poor lost little puzzles and invite them to come stay with me. Wow, so those puzzles that we tried but weren't able to solve, those puzzles are here now? Eehee, looks like you finally figured out what makes me so amazing, boy. Now go ahead and give a knock on the door of that little shack behind me. Inside you'll find rows of cute little jars, each one of them stuffed with a forgotten puzzle. I bet you can find those lost puzzles of yours somewhere in the midst of all my little pretties. She's quite a character. There are some hidden coins here at the top of the chimney, on this little bush here, and on this bucket. Okay, then let me go in the shack. So thankfully it's empty. So what happens is there are optional puzzles that you don't need to solve. And if you move forward in the story, sometimes they become lost and you can't get back to them. However, if that were to happen, they would end up here in this shack. So let me get out of here. And actually, I think that's going to do it for this episode. We've accomplished a lot. I hope you were having fun. Thank you so much for watching, and in the next episode, we'll continue the adventure.
Thanks for stopping by the Renaissance Gaming Monastery. I hope you join our community on Discord and Twitter. These videos are produced with a lot of hard work and love. If you think they're worth $1, I'd be grateful for your contribution. You can send a thanks donation or become a member on YouTube. You can also support through PayPal, Patreon, or even with cryptocurrency. All links are in the description. See you on the next video.